Jordan, game 6. Since we're here, it's only right that we be fair. Balls so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. That shit crack. That shit crack. That shit crack.
Alright, good morning. Some interesting action on some of these indices pre-market here. Gold is just pushing all-time highs. That's neat. But these are kind of throwing me. Got a little bit of a compression cycle happening here on NQ. Retesting these highs here. Typically, if this fails the third time, we do expect this to spill over, so it would be nice to target this old wick from last week. ES looks a little bit better. YM also looks a little bit better. With just some pre-market possible liquidity grabs. Again, part of me wants to lean bearish on these. I really don't like this compression on NQ. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to trade to the bearish side without fresh pricing here on NQ. But things like ES, man, like this doesn't look so bad on the 15-minute. Again, these London highs look pretty solid. Again, they may not hold, but if I was trading away from here, I'd feel pretty comfortable. And like taking out these internal lows is not a big ass. The only thing that sucks about this is I'm not getting into these now. Even if we got some sort of pullback at the open, like this is kind of already playing. Maybe NQ does something. I'm not a big fan, again, of like where NQ, like how NQ's formed here. ES and the Dow, man, both look good. So I wouldn't be surprised by a spillover today. Gold, I fully expect to just keep pushing highs. There's nothing I can do here. There were some alerts called this morning. Again, these are not like in fantastic locations, but if you're just betting on the continuation of this, again, you're just kind of taking out pre-market lows. Outside of that, there's not much you can do about gold. Again, it's just you're just looking to buy this on any sort of dip. And last time we discussed this was it pushing below 35.93. We're up here at 36.95, $400 higher. Again, at this point, I mean, at this point, if you're not spilling over below like this range, I'm just not interested. It just is what it is. You can't just keep chasing stuff at all-time highs like that. But good luck to those players. I'm gonna see what becomes of NQ and ES this morning. Again, I would like to potentially join these sell-side moves. I might just wait for these to play out if they do play out and see if we can catch an end-of-day bounce, maybe. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not really liking much of what I see from a location standpoint. Possibility that maybe we get some buys down here on NQ. Again, this is the same thing as ES spilling over, though. Maybe they just hold internally there. NQ, again, looks stronger than most, so... Again, this just looks like compression. Just retesting that same high over and over. Again, usually the third time, if you don't break higher, it does have a chance to spill over. But if this makes another push, it's breaking higher. Yeah, some gold. Yeah, gold pushing TPs here. Again, nothing I can really do about that. I didn't see this when it formed, which is just unfortunate, so... But nice little absorption model. Again, now it's just making new all-time highs. There's nothing we want to do there. Alright, we'll see what the open gives us in 5 minutes. We do have some news coming out this week. CPI, for some reason, not considered high impact. But we do have CPI going into tomorrow. Corp, was CPI today? Mind idiots. Okay, we have PPI before CPI this week, which it is a little weird, no? Anyway, we're looking at expectations of 0.3, 3.1, same thing as previous. And at 0.3 to 0.2, and then year over year, looking to jump from 2.7 to 2.9. Yeah, this is still a non-issue for me. I would assume these probably come out as a slight miss. I'm probably expecting 2.8. This might come out as 0.3. But it would be nice to see something in the middle here. Kind of throw a wrench in the week. Where prior was 2.7, expecting 2.9. We come out at 2.8. You know, in that type of scenario, it is worse, but it's not worse as expected, which I think is great. A lot of eyes on this week because, again, people are curious about what Powell is going to do about potentially cutting rates this month. I don't think this interest rate number, unless it does come out like wild, like above 2.9, I don't think it'll impact their thinking too much. I think, again, they're focused primarily on the labor market. So for me, again, it's more about that unemployment coming out at 4.3. I'm pretty sure they cut this month. That's how I'm operating. And I'm also operating from the frame of mind that may bring lower prices because everybody else expects markets to pump off that news. So again, I'm just the cautious 10th man, right? Looking for any reason to look the other direction if it remains logical. So anyway, we got the open here in 2 minutes. Again, nothing looks wildly attractive to me today. I'm just gonna play it as stuff comes out. Again, gold breaking above 3,700 for the first time. We're really about to break into $4,000 gold, huh? I love it. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. What's silver doing? Is silver, I feel like this has not made a new high, right? No. Let's say a 60. A lot of potential opportunity here. Silver is very artificially suppressed. But she's making some nice moves. Alright, let's see what we get here. It would be nice to grab some of these highs. Take out some of these pre-market sellers maybe, if we are going to sell for the day. But I do want to be very cautious about us running these other highs. Mr. Vibes, what's up, Eric? How you doing, bro? It's my bad, chat. I haven't even been looking at chat. Honestly didn't even know if I was streaming to anybody. If I'm being real. I was just over here rambling. Wish I had some gold. Yeah, I only have like, I only have a little bit. I have nothing to celebrate. I have some silver though. Actually, funny enough, I actually have a safe here where my silver is in. Everyone boo. Yeah, boo me. I actually have silver sitting in a safe that I can't even access right now. Not that it's like a super expensive, it's like one of those like, you know, little safes you throw in like your closet that I've had for like ever. But yeah, I definitely don't know the combination to it. So that's just neat. I'm gonna have to like break into it or buy like another one and get one of those, you know, universal little keys that they have fucking to get my silver. Alright, bunch of alerts popping off here. Stuff we don't care about. Alright, we'll see how we respond here again. I would like to see us take this internal liquidity at the highs. Again, we did spike up into those levels. Yes, with a much less exciting spike. Yeah, this might be a no trade day for me, just based off location. Again, like, I really don't want to fight NQ like below these highs. Like, again, this London push wasn't bad, but we come up here again, and I mean, you're better off just finding a reason to buy and just targeting whatever the next 2-4 hour area is. Like, if we wanted to target the liquidity pocket up here above 24, it's not a terrible idea. Well, we hold below these London lows, and I could definitely see us spilling over. 23,650. Like, I would love us to take out 23,650 again. I just don't know if I'll be able to trade that, honestly. You got bars or not? Yeah, they're like silver, like 1 and 10 ounce bars. I think I don't think I have 5. I have a bunch of like little 1 ounce like things, which again are like not, you know. Again, it's not a giant collection. Honestly, it's really annoying. Like, honestly, like metals are cool, but like metals are cool if you buy like enough of it and just have it stored somewhere else. Like having your own custody of metals. I don't know. In my situation right now, just doesn't make much sense. It's a pain in the ass. Like, people say like, why Bitcoin over gold? Because, motherfucker, I can carry my Bitcoin anywhere, everywhere, and it literally weighs nothing. Like, and I get it. Like, if the whole internet went down, then it'd be, you know, quote unquote useless. I get it. Like, but you have a lot more problems if you're living in a world like that, right? Like, I pretty much all my money becomes inaccessible if that system fails. So it's like I don't care about that kind of system at first. Yeah, gold and silver, just like, unless you're storing it somewhere else, it really is just like a fucking pain in the ass. Just so much, like trust me, like, I feel like more people can rob me for like silver or gold than can rob me for my Bitcoin. That's just the truth. Like, I could be socially engineered or fished or something for my crypto, but I mean, anybody could just pull up to a house or like know where you keep it. So I don't know. It's cool, but it's not. I'm not a big advocate of it. I had to get a locksmith to break into my safe that had my ledger. See, that's the thing though. Like, if my my silver is in a safe that I can't access, right? So I have to get a locksmith to come and like let me in or break it open, right? You didn't have to do that to get your ledger. I mean, if your private key was in there and you don't know your private key, okay, then fair play. You'd have to do that. For me, I know my private key. I went through a vigorous process of remembering it. And I've talked about this before. If you ever need to remember something, again, the key to remembering anything is to attach some sort of emotion to it, right? It's like you remember things you have an emotional connection to. So the best thing to do is like look at your words try to come up with like a story or a memory that you can tie them to, and then they become a lot easier to remember. But technically, if you had your private key, you wouldn't need to do that. You could just get another ledger and restore it over. So again, it's like, it's a lot harder to lose. Also a lot easier to lose if you lose that private key. Anyway, let's see here. YM printing some bullish alerts.
Just touch me till I can get my satisfaction. Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
That'll be funny.
Satisfaction.
Yes, I did. Only for like my legacy wallet. It's actually less like, it's less impressive now that I have my stuff split across a bunch of wallets. So it's like I don't know the key to everything memorized.
Satisfaction.
Just my legacy that I haven't touched in years. Alright, so these Douse alerts are like not in a terrible location, trading below the pre-market. If you were bullish, these could be some trades that you could take. I'm not that bullish, so I'm gonna give this a... Again, I'm gonna wait till we get out of the opening range here. And see where the market settles, but so far nothing too crazy happening. Again, it would be great if we spiked this internal liquidity, printed something here in the lower time frames, and then we could target below 23,700. That's my play for today. Gold just hitting TPs up at 37.05 there. Ripping the safe through the window. Honestly, if that's how you stole my safe, you can have it. I just want the footage of you doing that. That's all. But yeah, if you hook up my safe to whatever those were, chargers, whatever, get a nice little like SRT. If that's how you coming, shit, you could have it. Gold just ripping, dude. Anybody been trading this? Anybody have the luxury of actually catching a move on gold here? And last time we were looking at it was like all the way down here. Kind of why I miss CFDs, man, because we printed alerts down here and everything. I just wasn't able to trade that, because this is again like kind of the later part of the day. But man, if I was just ready, man, we could have again just chill, pushing all-time highs. There's no reason to just not sit in those. This didn't call anything till this morning, but again, this was a nice buy this morning if anybody was up. I mean, this is 8:30, so I mean, this is like prime pre-market hours too. Again, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, still no liquidity grabs here on NQ. Nor did we get any alerts yet, so still sitting on our hands, fam. No NQ, what are we doing here?
I hate to see you cry, my love's dying inside. I haven't seen you smiling, but I'm dying tonight. Just simple facts, but baby, when I run, I'm running for you. You won't see me cry, I'm hiding inside. My heart is in pain, but it's smiling for you. Can I get to you soon? Can you get to my front? Give me promise we won't let go. All the things that I need.
They're still just sitting, man. I'm really hoping this grabs this liquidity. There's some potential we can still maybe get an ES alert here. And I would take a little risk. I'm not gonna, if this does call, I'm not gonna copy trade this. I'm gonna actually disable copy trading right now real quick. And I'm gonna just take this on one account because I really don't like the location of this, but I have an account that still only has 3 trading days. So if I can take a little risk there and this calls, then we'll see what happens. But I'm not a big fan of this location, so I'm not trying to take this everywhere. Doesn't look like we're gonna get the call though. Anything can happen in 4 seconds, but no. Okay. Oh, something did call though. Oh, NQ called. Okay. Ah, fuck. Do we want to take this? I'm gonna pass on this, man. I really don't want to trade on this without us taking this liquidity. So if this does fall and this alert works, that sucks. But I really don't want to trade with this just consistent buildup of internal liquidity here. So I'm gonna just ignore this alert personally based off the location of it. Again, if you like the idea that we still call these London highs, if you still like the idea of this being a London high, this could be your excuse to get in. But again, I would just rather not. I'd rather just not take the position today. Again, we have news on deck. I'm not looking to rush into the week when we have PPI and CPI on deck, right? We're gonna have a more active end of the week anyway. And I'm really just not trying to get caught up in chop for any reason. So again, I'm not in a rush to push the button today. So unless we get a really clean setup, I'm not gonna partake. What's up? YouTube notifications suck. That's okay. I have limited time remaining that I can stream on YouTube anyway, so. Same, I'm just gonna wait for internal to get taken out. Yeah, I think it's best we honestly just don't execute today. We just kind of watch, see what happens. Again, like I said, like ideally we want to trade on days where it makes the most sense to execute. On a week where you have no high impact news, then yeah, you can try to play the lower volatility days, and you can just hop in on, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Again, because you're not waiting for that fundamental trigger. On days where you do have PPI, CPI, NFP, interest rates, and again, this is more often than not, right? More often than not, you do have some variation of high impact news. Again, there's like maybe 2 weeks out of a month, maybe, right, that you have like absolutely no news. You do hit those periods where, again, like kind of waiting for everything. But more oftentimes than not, there is. And just trading before those days, again, like the day before those, statistically, it's just usually not a great day. Things can add to it. Trump could tweet something, a Fed speaker can say something, a random event could happen somewhere, and that could add volatility. Again, you cannot prepare for that, though, as an individual. Unless it's, like, scheduled, of course. So, again, well, just the nature of this week having news at the end of the week, it just makes me less interested to try to take something. Unless it's like a really clean setup. Again, like, I mean, here's gold pulling a bearish signal from the high. I mean, do you want to short all-time highs on gold? I don't know, maybe you do. I don't. This is gonna stop out in like 3 minutes. You know, So it's just one of those days where like every alert we're getting is just not ideal. And remember, that's our edge. Right, just a reminder. Our edge is discernment. This is every profitable trader's secret. Every profitable trader's secret is not only having a strategy that works, but specifically knowing when and when not to deploy that strategy. You don't deploy your strategy 24/7. Unless your strategy is so good it can be coded into a bot. And if it can be coded into a bot, and it's that good, and it doesn't require discernment, then I don't know why you are manually executing. Right, that's just the most logical thing. Like, nobody would manually trade their strategy if it didn't require some level of discernment. Unless you've refined it so much that like every little thing that you do results in long-term net profitability. It requires no discernment. The way I trade requires discernment. We can't take every alert, everything that we see. Just you're gonna diminish your edge by doing that. You'll have worse experience. Honestly, our strategy kind of comes to just about break even. So it's like we need a little bit of discernment in order to get over that break even level. Because again, even coded, it runs about like anywhere between a 28 to like 40% accuracy, but targeting 1 to 3s. So it's like sometimes that's unprofitable, sometimes that's profitable. It averages out to break even. Our edge is knowing when to deploy that, on what days to deploy that, what days not to deploy that. And then once you master that, then again you can hit the levels of profitability that you're looking for. Again, I think that's true for like 80 to 90% of the profitable people you know. That was my mistake. I ended up taking shorts on gold and just got collapsed. Yeah, I mean, I tell you guys all the time, like shorting all-time highs, eventually it'll work. Eventually you'll get a nice print. I mean, there was like a nice print back over here. Like this is a perfectly valid like live OB to take. Right? I mean, it's not above the average, so the indicator won't pick it up.
What do DJs actually do? Because I don't think they're remixing
Like, this
the
isn't a
songs
golden
the way
candle,
they do
higher
it.
volume,
Trends,
climax
trends,
candle.
are they
Like,
pressing what the
by all
fuck?
means, you can backtest this and be like, oh my god, our strategy is amazing.
What the fuck do DJs actually do?
Right? And you can get like that 1 to 8. But like now let's challenge that. Let's just go back to it. Let's just go back to this. This isn't a golden candle, higher volume at the climax. You would have lost.
Is it a volume?
Let's just keep going back to it. What's this over here?
What you guys
This
actually
doesn't have higher volume, so you probably wouldn't have shorted that.
actually do? Is it even connected to anything?
This was at the moment the highest candle, higher volume. So it's again, it's like you have 1 loss, 2 loss before this, and again this is a 1 to 8, so that erases those. But like you get my point. Like you can't take every single candle. Sometimes it's gonna work out perfectly and look amazing. Most times it is just not gonna work. And again, that's just a very simple filter. Don't short all-time highs. It's that simple. You can filter that out very simply by just not doing it. It's all great until it isn't. And again, as traders, again, this is just a little bit of sauce, but like traders, right? People also forget, this is why journaling is so important. But as traders, you will always hyper focus the good results, which means you'll always remember in your head like, okay, yeah, that worked. But if it took you 2 attempts to get there, usually your mind will, again, like ignore that. Be like, oh well, like it worked the 3rd time, and you know I ended up in profits. Most times for most people, it's because that 3rd time they ended up risking more. So it's like your first trade you risked 200, your second trade you risked 200, your 3rd trade you were all mad, so you risked 500. and then that trade ended up winning, so you made a bunch more money, but it's only because you over leveraged and kept trying. That is not good trading, right? That's not good trading. That's just you hyper focusing the good result, even though you did a whole bunch of bullshit to get there. And again, most people won't do that, because most people will also go to their journal and they won't document every attempt they took. They'll just document what worked. They'll be like, oh, I took that one trade, that trade ended up working for me. Or I ended the day in profit, so the 4 trades I took before didn't matter. That's nonsense. That's crazy, because eventually you're going to meet a day where that hurts you. Because you're going to take 4 or 5 attempts and none of them are going to work. And you're going to be so mad, you're probably not going to journal. And again, that hyper focus will just look for that one reason in the past, or potentially in the future, or keep looking for something to hyper focus on. And you'll keep revenge trading or whatever. Again, traders will always hyper focus the good results. Always. Always, always, always. I've seen it multiple times. Again, I've been educating for a long time. I've been trading for a long time. In communities, even not educating for a long. I've seen a bunch of traders and telling me this is a fact. Guaranteed for more than 50% of people. Guaranteed. Again, you can argue that it's not 90%. I would argue it's closer to 90% though. Shit, I do this. So I'm telling you, I know it's a real thing. That's why proper documentation is so key. Anyway, though, let's take a look. NQ is starting to fall from here. Still pretty choppy day. Like I said, some of these 15-minute alerts were very nice during London. This ever loads.
Hands up high, we burning up the sky. We got the dance all crazy, got the club on fire. I like the way you dance, you got me in a trance.
Dow still hasn't done too much. Yeah, gold again pushing highs, I'm surprised. Keep this on the screen because some of y'all really just need to drill that into your head.
Got the dance all crazy, got the club on fire. I like the way you dance, you got me in a trance. My baby, she don't mind it all. Girl, I got you so high, and I know you like. So come and push it on, if it feels alright. When you drop it low and break it off. No, she doesn't mind, no, she doesn't mind, no, she doesn't mind. Girl, I got you so high, and I know you like. So come and push it on.
It does look like this is going to continue down. This might be a relatively short stream today, fam. I'm just, again, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of the locations. Those London moves, again, I can't say anything about them. I wasn't trading London, so it is what it is. But it looks like those alerts are going to end up winning, or we're going to have a really choppy day. So this might be a short type of stream, because I'm not really, again, looking to execute at this point. But yeah, if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, anything you guys want to talk about, I'd be happy to address some stuff or go over some things. But yeah, these are just kind of still playing those London, away from those London highs. It does look like that again. I mean, I'm not gonna really have regret about not trading. I mean, it would have been nice to make money, but again, I'm not a big fan of the way set up. So and the only thing I really liked was again like ES 15 minute and YM 15 minute. Like these setups are like what you want. You know, you build up liquidity overnight, take that liquidity during the open, erase that, and then trade away from it all day. I mean, again, that's our bread and butter setup. It just happened during a session that we don't trade. So again, like these are gonna go for these internal lows down here. Again, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't with news on deck. So, I mean, this is like the beautiful setup. Just not one I'll be benefiting off of. I've also been over here trying to code my own version of TradingView, which is proving to be really annoying. Honestly, like, trying to build, even with the TradingView like charting library that I'm using, it's just like it's crazy how many features on here we take for granted that are just so good, man. Honestly, without TradingView, I couldn't even imagine the bullshit we'd have to put up with as traders. And again, if you guys have ever used like TraderVate or like NinjaTrader, you know what I mean. Like, the software is just not as good. This is just so well made. It's unbelievable. I'm really starting to appreciate that. Alright, let's see what this alert is. Oh, it's just gold. Yeah, just gold hitting TP. TP2 smacked on that now. Again, I wouldn't doubt that still pushes higher. Take a look at some Forex pairs real quick since y'all quiet. But it looks like this morning is going to be a short morning with no executions on my side. Yeah, struggles to break below. Yeah. Range bound mess. Alright, yeah, this is a, could you go over how to overcome a bad trading day? Depends on what you consider a bad trading day. Are you talking about like a P&L day, or like a day where you break your rules? Because just because you have a negative day doesn't necessarily mean a bad day for me is a day if I do something outside of my plan. That's a bad day for me. Like, losing money isn't necessarily a bad day. Like, if you followed your plan and the plan just failed, that's just statistics. That's just probabilities. That's not a bad day. A bad day is when you do something outside of what your strategy and plan is. That's like a bad day. Like, if I just like randomly just bought NQ with just no execution model in just a random area, that's a bad day. Right? If I risk $800 on a trade when I should only be risking $300, that's a bad day. Even if the trade wins, that's like you're operating out of your, like, you can have a bad day and still make money. That's also my point, right? Like, you can just coin flip, buy something, but if you're not following your plan, that's a bad day because you're acting out of that. So like a bad P&L day, you just have to understand that's just the game. Like being negative is not a problem. In fact, again, like more often than not, you're gonna have a day where you're down. Right? Again, like if we're operating with 35% win rate, again, that means the majority of the time that you're pushing the button, you're gonna come out negative. Again, some people can't handle that. That's why some people trade like 1-to-1s or 1-to-2s because they want that higher win rate. That's not our game. So, like the way that you have to handle it is just by understanding that is more normal using your system, the system that we use. I don't like to call it my system, but I guess you could say my, like, we're quote unquote my system. It's just like that's that is the norm for us, right? So like when I push the button, like sometimes you guys will hear me joke, right? Like, oh, this is gonna go right to stop loss or RIP 250. Like, I do that as like a coping mechanism. I always assume the loss. So again, it's just like you have to get in the psychology again of like, this is technically the most probabilistic, you know, outcome for us on any given day. I'll lose, then win. I'll lose, then win back those losses, then repeat the same cycle. Again, like this is like something I would need to like see like your data for. Like I would need to see your data because like this, like again, this is like only something that we can like. We'd have to pinpoint specific issues. Like what about the P&L day is bad? Are you losing more than you plan to lose? Is your win rate, you know, below 25%? Because that might be indicative again that you're doing something outside of the strategy. So it's like too broad of a question, really. Because again, like negative P&L days, again, is expected for us most days. Right? We win by like things by like profit factor, risk to reward ratio. We don't expect to win most days. So I combat that by just expecting it, right? On any given day, again, like I always tell you guys, my goal is to like try to not to lose money. It's never to make money. It's always like, can I come out today without losing anything? So a break-even day for me is fantastic. If I push the button and I lost money and then I won it back, but I ended break-even, that's a win for me. But statistically, I shouldn't have come out in profits. I shouldn't have come out break-even. So again, it's really just like accepting the data, which is tough for some people. Some people like just can't operate like that. I've met traders who like literally say like, I would rather trade like 1-to-1 if it meant that I was winning more because it's easier on their psychology. Like losses just don't affect me. Again, like that's my default expectation of any trade. So it might just be that. It might just be your initial expectations are having problems with that. My win rate is 35%. Okay, so yeah, you're right. I mean, so you're right on track. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, man, like we can sit down and go over data. Like, really, like for issues like this, it all depends on how much you guys want to open up to me. I can help you. I can pinpoint your issues. You guys just have to show me the data. Like I need as much data as possible. Like you can't just tell me I'm up this much, I took this many trades. Like nah, I need like hook it up to Trades Elementor mode or something. Like let me dig through everything. There's gotta be something that's keeping me back. Again though, I also tell you guys like your expectations might just be flawed. Again, you'll make 80% of your money 20% of the year. Like again, for me, like I have most of my weeks are break-even weeks. Like I tell you guys, like our expectation of trading is like this. Like this is our weekly expectation. Is like minus 250, minus 300, minus like 450, plus like 1300 if we get like a winning day. You know, this is a 25% win rate. This is 3 losses in a row. Like if your P&L is looking like this, with a 35% win rate, you're okay. Yeah, man, it's a tough question to like answer broad. Like how I deal with it. Again, after 10 years, is just my expectations are negative, right? All my expectations about anything that I do. I buy a crypto, I expect it to go to zero. I invest in a stock, I expect that company to go bankrupt, right? I buy NQ, I expect it to sell off. You know? In the same way, the second I execute, I think it's gonna lose. I'm an open book, I just want to get better. Okay, yeah, I mean, if that's the case, bro, like, who are you trading with, right? Like, where's your account with right now? Some prop firms make this super easy, some of them don't. Like, Funding Ticks makes this super easy. You can share your, like, dashboard with me, and I can look at everything. Topstep? Does Topstep allow sharing dashboards? I don't know if they do. Now I realize, I forget, honestly. Anybody know? The legitimately, I'm not even sure. I don't think they do. Yeah, I mean, my advice would be like, if you're using Top Step, bro, just like see if you could just screenshot all the details, then send that to me, and I'll take a look at it. Thing is, like, the new dashboard kind of sucks in terms of like stats. Yeah, one or the other, man. Like, I mean, again, how I handle it is just, again, it's gonna be very different than somebody learning. Again, like I've been trading the same way for like 7 years. I have changed very little about the way I operate. So for me, it's like, again, it's second nature. It's intuition. It's you know, it's like trying to ask like a race car driver, you know, how they handle coming out of a corner when they come out of the corner like too fast. It's like that guy knows what he has to do. He knows what he does. Like him telling that to somebody who just drives every day and maybe they speed around a little bit is like the person's gonna have no concept of the intuition that is being employed. So yeah, again, send him my way. We'll see if anything's glaringly obvious. Usually there's something that is like super obvious about it. So again, it might just be the fact, again, that you're not doing anything wrong, and again, a little bit of discernment might change stuff, you know? Yeah, anyway, fam, listen, these markets are bouncing back. These higher London areas kind of hit TP1, depending on the time frame, so again, I don't really see too much I'm going to execute on. We have a very busy end of week coming up with PPI and CPI, so I want to just be prepared for that without stabbing. Yeah, listen, I love and appreciate y'all. I got some stuff I gotta go take care of. I'm again, like I said, I'm not gonna be executing today. So enjoy the music on the way out. If anybody else will look at gold, wow, it actually ended up selling off. Very well. But if anybody does want me to go over their stats, send it to me or directly or in the Discord, and I will respond wherever you send it. And we'll take a look and see if there's anything glaringly obvious. But I appreciate y'all. It's your boy Skag, and I'm out of here for now.